All right, guys, we are here at the Villas of Homestead Hills in Liberty, Missouri, looking at the Elm by Aspen Homes. This is currently being used as their model home. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with just under 1,900 square feet and an unfinished walkout basement. HOA takes care of lawn maintenance and snow removal, which is much needed this week. It costs $190 per month, and it still gives you access to the community pools, the walking trails, and some other amenities here in the area. So if you're looking to retire soon, you are retired, or you just don't want to shovel snow and mow your own grass, this home's for you. Let's go check it out. Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. Remember, I help people relocate to the greater Kansas City metro area every single day. The most common concern I get is that they don't know what suburb to move to. Each area has its own pros and its own cons, different lifestyles that it fits best. So if this is overwhelming to you and you don't know where to begin, there's a free quiz down in the description below. It's not one of those automatic quizzes. You're not going to get results immediately. And that's because I go through each result personally, and then we work as a team to figure out best place to start that would fit your lifestyle the best. Back to the video. All right, here's a look from the outside of the Elm by Aspen Homes. And the villas are still in development. So down at the end of that road, they're still building. There are some that are near completion that are available for sale as well. Nice neutral colors. I like the whitewash brick. I think that looks great. You'll see the model open sign. This does have a larger deck here. I should say a little bit deeper. Nice finishes and recessed lights. All right, I'll meet you inside. So here's a look. All right, here's first look. My first impression is that I love that wall of windows that you can see right when you walk in the front door. Gives it a lot of natural light and it makes it feel massive. This home is just under 1,900 square feet, but feels like a football field in here. Just to your left, you have a small mud bench, some coat hooks, overhead storage, and storage down below. Small coat closet. And that gives you access to the garage. It is a 2-car garage. Nothing too fancy about it out here. Little storage nook there. And it is already ready to go with your EV charger, or at least the plug to do so. You have your attic access up here. Back inside, your mud bench here. Back in the foyer. This is technically bedroom number 1, currently being used as a model home, of course, so they're utilizing it as an office space. is your closet. Now, I think we can work in a free box of LaCroix with the purchase of this home. It does have magnetic closures instead of the typical pin locks. Your glass French doors. Get another coat closet here. Here is bathroom number 1 of 2. So it is open concept here. You can see huge kitchen island, and I like the contrasting wood tone island counter, or excuse me, cabinets with the white cabinets. Otherwise, spot for the fridge, plus a water hookup for an ice maker. And comment down below, what do you think of this backsplash? I like it. It has a nice texture, but it still looks very modern. Still neutral tones. You have quartz countertops, a gas stove, and here is your pantry. It just keeps going. Looks a little small at first, but there's a ton of storage down here. You do just see this one outlet for your coffee maker or toaster. Nice pendant lighting. And guys, even before I turn the lights on in this home, those massive windows on the back side of the home made it feel very bright. Here is your dining room. More windows, more windows, more windows. And these ceilings, I don't even know how tall they are. They are massive. And maybe that's why this home feels like a football field despite being under 2,000 square feet. All right, this back patio, I was really excited for. It is partially covered. And I love when builders do this composite decking. It's almost like a vinyl material, so it won't rot out like typical wooden boards do. And this is definitely an upgraded feature with the extended deck. And you'll see that other door on the side that comes off of the master bedroom, which we'll get to here momentarily. It does have stairs down to a slab. When we get to the unfinished walkout basement, I'll show you down there. And it's becoming less and less common for builders to include stairs on the back deck. I know it may seem silly, but it's extra cost for them. People oftentimes do that after the fact. So I like that Aspen went above and beyond. Back here in the dining room, living room. The kitchen island does have a little countertop to eat at. I do like that you can fit at least 4 people comfortably. You might be able to squeeze a 5th in there, but going to be very comfortable with 4 people. All right, we'll check out the master. Let's make a note of this room right here before we go. Love the tile work on the fireplace. Floating shelves look great. All right, here's the master. Nice tray ceilings, massive windows. This appears to be a king-size bed. Not sure if the camera picks it up well, but you have plenty of room on either side for your nightstands. They have a chair here, little entryway table. And here is that other door to the deck. I love that they connected it. I'm a coffee drinker, so I like the idea of waking up, watching the sunrise, just walking right outside the master bedroom door. And with this being the model home, I think they made it very owner-centric. I made that word up a little bit, but this is geared more towards maybe a single person or a couple, certainly not a large family with kids, but they really went all in on the finishes and the living experience. So you have a really nice tile. Matching mirror and vanity. Does have a 0 entry shower, so there's no step to get in. It flush, the small bench, and rainfall shower head. Have your commode room here. Promise there's a light. There we go. Small linen closet. Here is the walk-in closet. And I had you take a note of this room. There's a connecting door, so of course, other people in the home can use it without having to access the master. You have your own privacy, but the laundry room is right here off of the master closet. Not a massive room by any means, but the convenience of it being right off the master while still being able to be utilized by other people in the home, I think is really practical. And before we check out the unfinished walkout basement, if you're watching this and you're considering buying a new construction home or tempted to tour a new community for the first time, do me a huge favor and don't go alone for your first visit. If you have a realtor, that's totally fine. Just make sure they go with you on your first visit. The reason I say that is because the moment you walk into a new construction community alone, the builder's agent can lock you in to their system as having no representation. Builder's agents, of course, work for the builder in their best interest, and we work for you. Our job is to negotiate for you, hold the builder accountable, and make sure nothing slips through the cracks along the way. And I do have a lot of clients that are relocating to the area ask me if they have to pay for my buyer agent commission. And the answer is no. The builders have always paid for all of my compensation as a buyer's agent. So you still get representation, guidance, and somebody to keep the builder accountable during each phase of the process at no extra cost to you. And this area, the basement itself is unfinished, but I like that they did finish the stairs. It keeps it nice and clean up from that main floor. And these walkout lots, when you buy new, they typically come at a premium. So this one would be more expensive than a lot that does not have a walkout basement. It is very large down here. Nice tall ceilings throughout. All right, we'll walk to the downstairs portion of the deck. And it's not entirely uncommon in these maintenance-free communities to be relatively close to your neighbor. You can kind of see the gap there. I'm thinking maybe 15 feet or so away. And before I go over there, typically on this floor plan, I imagine right here along this line, that's where the patio would stop. Because up here and beyond, over to the master, is an upgrade. Still use the composite boards. Okay, go back inside now. So there is a lot of potential down here to add in. I'm not even sure how many square feet, but plenty of square feet. All right, before I tell you how much this home is listed at, I want you to leave a comment down below. Again, this is their model home. It is available for sale. A 2-bed, 2-bathroom home with just under 1,900 square feet. All right, I trust that you already left a comment. Just reduced price down to $559,950. All right, guys. That'll wrap it up here for the Elm by Aspen Homes at the Villas of Homestead Hills. Do me a huge favor. Like this video. Comment. Share it with someone who you think you would like this home. And if you want to stay updated on all things new construction in the Kansas City metro area, make sure to subscribe, stay up to date. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.